Welcome to Philly Sports Report Nation. I'm your host, Don Castiel. I'm here with Connor Zordon and Thomas Mellon. Today we have our guest star, Bradley Greenfield. I just want to start by saying Philly Sports Report Nation is a growing media sensation, built to talk about Philly sports. You can follow us on Instagram or Twitter and subscribe to YouTube. But I first want to start with introducing Bradley Greenfield. Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Bradley Greenfield. I'm not originally from Philly, but definitely have grown to love a Philly team, the Sixers. But I'd like to give my knowledge of sports and help the team grow.
Now, what's your football preference, Bradley?
I'm a Jets fan.
That's gross.
That's not a problem.
Edon,
That's really
Edon, don't talk. You were a Jets fan.
Yeah, you were a Jets fan too, so it's like he's a Jets.
I'm
I'm
not
cool with the Jets. I have a lot of people who I know who are Jets fans, so it's fine.
But
That's
it is
fair.
the Phillies opening day. So.
Yeah. Bradley, we don't hate you. We have respect for sticking with your team, and we also feel really bad for you. All right.
I mean, they have Le'Veon now,
Hey,
so
at least they got Le'Veon.
yeah.
Well, today obviously the Phillies are starting at right now when we're recording. The Phillies are starting in half an hour? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta
So,
go.
It's on ESPN.
We're really excited to watch that, but we're not going to start with that. We're going to start with we actually decided to do a new segment, and it's a segment called List. We haven't really come up.
I think we should call it top 10.
Yeah, top 10.
Yeah,
But
list.
we don't really know. Like I
List.
said, we haven't really come
Did
up
he
with a
really just
name
call
yet.
it list?
Yes, I called it List.
Hey guys,
Okay,
here's our new segment, list.
Hey, you know what?
Listen, Thomas.
Okay, so what List is, or top 10, well, this week it's top 10, is where one of us creates a top 10 or a list. Of a certain topic, and we discuss that topic. And today, we decided to do top 10 quarterbacks that need to perform, that are under pressure next year to perform better. And Connor is the one who made the list. And all right, go ahead, share your top 10 quarterbacks who need to perform better.
I just want to start by saying that I guarantee you that people are going to disagree with me because this is personal preference. So
Carson Wentz
I
better
love
be on
the
this list.
It's awful.
it's not awful.
Carson Wentz
I
better-
got rid of some things. I added some things. All right, so number one on my need to perform list, I got Jameis Winston,
Oh,
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I'm pretty sure.
Just go through
the list and then we'll
discuss this.
No,
discuss.
all right, that's fair. Two, I actually have a double quarterback combination because they're kind of like the same thing. I got Joe Flacco and Case Keenum, two mediocre man of the month. Three, I got hometown fan Carson Wentz.
I like that. That's fair.
That's fair. Yes.
Four, I got my boy Eli Manning, who actually just made a hilarious statement.
Yeah, did you see that?
The 9-year-old boy with the Five, I got Ryan Fitzpatrick, who is somehow a starter. Six,
It's Miami. What do you expect?
He's playing the system.
Six, I got Ben Roethlisberger. He's old anyway. So, 7, you got Derek Carr because Oakland is Oakland. And
Yes. And they're not going to be Oakland for much longer.
8, I got my favorite quarterback, Nick Foles. 9, I got Kirk Cousins. Oh God, Kirk Cousins. All right, and 10, last, I got Blake Bortles, and I have him last because I don't think he's going to start.
Okay. Why is Blake Bortles on this list?
I-
Because you're right, he's not going to start.
No,
Because-
I think Jared Goff has to be on that list.
No, he doesn't.
No, yes, he does. He needs to perform.
No, he doesn't.
Yes,
you know what? Maybe Thomas is. I would honestly put Jared Goff on that list over Blake Bortles. But one quarterback I want to talk about specifically is, and this is the person I would possibly put at number 2 or possibly number 1. But I think Jameis Winston is best at number 1. Ben
Carson.
Roethlisberger.
I don't agree.
Ben Roethlisberger. He has caused locker room issues.
That's not his fault.
Actually,
That is his fault. But
Yeah.
it's not. They're not there anymore.
I think-
they're not a part
I
of the
think
problem.
he said it best when he said it's like having 53 kids that I'm raising. Because I really do not think that he has to perform at this point because he knows his role on this team, and Pittsburgh's going to keep him until he wants to retire.
If anybody's in danger in Pittsburgh, it's not Ben Roethlisberger. It's Mike Tomlin.
That's
Okay,
true.
but do you guys hear that report that Ben Roethlisberger couple years ago fumbled
On purpose. I understand that.
On purpose.
He also has Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell those years, so I mean,
don't-
those
like,
are two
I don't
locker
care.
issues.
I don't care if you're wide receiver or
Look,
running
he's
backs are.
kinda-
You never fumble on purpose.
He's kind of
ever.
a grumpy
Mark
man,
Sanchez.
okay? Leave him alone. He's old.
Which is why he should perform.
He's
and
won
prove.
2 Super Bowls, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna have to say that my number 1 or 2, I don't know. I think I like Jameis Winston, but I think someone who ties him in that spot is Carson Wentz. And that's not just being from Philadelphia saying that because we have to say it because it's a Philly podcast.
No, fans need him to perform this
No,
year.
it's
We
not
do.
fans,
It
it's
is
the
fans.
team. We gave up too much for this pick. For the pick that got us Carson Wentz, we gave up too much for it at this point. Yes, we did.
We gave up a good
Carson
amount.
Wentz is believed to be our franchise quarterback, and I believe that if he stays healthy. If he doesn't stay healthy, he's going to be sitting on the bench for the rest of his life.
Sounds like every Philly sports star ever.
The one thing I think Carson Wentz should be on this list, but
He is. He was number
but
3.
I think Philly fans specifically, I don't know about Jets fans, I think they have a very short-term memory to remember how good Carson Wentz was. But you're right, Carson Wentz needs to
For
perform.
11 games.
That's a fair statement. I definitely think that everyone has moved past, and they really want to see more growth and locker room development with him. So
With the Jets?
Let's put it this
no,
way.
no, with Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I was about to say,
The Jets we need to love.
If Sam Darnold is even a fraction of good as Carson Wentz is, that's a problem.
I mean, Sam Darnold's first game, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, he's the next Tom Brady."
Or Joe Namath for that.
Right.
I think Sam Darnold has potential, but that's
Every
getting off
quarterback in this
topic here.
league has potential. Edon, they would not be in the NFL if
wouldn't
they
be in
didn't have
the NFL if
potential.
They didn't have potential.
Well,
Yes.
all right.
next question.
I want to talk about another player on that list that was strange to me. Nick Foles.
He needs to perform.
He needs to perform. What are
He's
you
in
talking
Jacksonville.
No. It's not about him being on the list. It's him being too high on the list. He had him at number 8.
Yes.
No,
He needs to
he has
prove that he
never-
can. Edon. He needs to prove that he can go to another team and 1, not get injured, and 2, perform
Foles isn't
the way
injured,
that he
though.
did with the Eagles. Because he has never
Nick
performed.
Foles isn't gonna perform.
Connor, let me talk. He has never
I'm
performed.
so sorry, Tom.
He has never performed on another team the way that he has performed on the Eagles, and you cannot tell me that either if it's because of injury, inconsistency, or coaching, but he's still never been able to prove to anyone in the NFL that he is able to perform the way that he has with the Eagles.
which is why my point says he should be higher on the list.
You said
should,
I thought you said he was too
Yeah,
high.
that's why I just
No.
disagreed with you. You just said he was too high.
Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like he should be higher on the list. I think he should be number 4, maybe even number 5, because
I don't know.
nobody has seen him perform
That's
anywhere
why I have
but
him
the
low.
Eagles.
I don't know if I would go that far, though, because he's in Jacksonville. I don't know how high
Jacksonville's
they're.
a good team. They're kind of.
I agree with that. We also thought that
There's
last
no
year,
wide
and look what
receivers.
happened.
D.D. Westbrook.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a tough change for Nick Foles. We'll see. But I feel like he should be higher on the list. Fitzpatrick, he is. I don't know. I don't even know where to start with
Why
that.
is he a starter?
He's playing the system. I think he's playing
It's
the system.
Miami. Do you expect much more out of them either?
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Is Ryan Fitzpatrick went to Harvard University?
Exactly.
He did.
Yes.
Smart
playing.
boy.
How smart is he to finesse the system and to go from literally?
Have you seen?
He's
Have you
cracking
ever
boxes.
seen Sam Bradford's number versus the?
Sam Bradford's gotten paid like over
He's the
$100 million
finesse
to
god.
sit on a bench.
Yeah,
But-
man.
But
That's-
Ryan Fitzpatrick, I feel like he's on the path to making millions for doing nothing.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Right
He's been on 7 teams. Like,
That's why he has no. I wouldn't say no pressure, but if he fails, no one's going to be
I don't think
forcing
he
him
has
to
any
do.
pressure on himself.
Nobody's gonna
Right,
be
exactly.
surprised.
That's
if
what I
he
mean.
He just
fails.
doesn't care.
Yeah, he has pressure, but he doesn't
He
feel
walked
it.
He walked into an interview with D-Jack's clothes on.
Post
That takes some
Post-game,
guts. I just
remember
want to say that.
All right. I want to go down the list again. Joe Flacco and Case Keenum.
Yeah.
They're too high for me. You know why?
They need to perform.
Do you know why? Because they are old and
Old?
they're
Yeah.
kind of. I feel like they're
Case
already.
Keenum isn't.
I feel
There's
like-
Edom, but there's also a reason that they have
been
the
traded.
Broncos traded for
No, but
him
that's
and
the thing.
signed.
I feel like Joe
Keenum.
Flacco and Case Keenum are meant to be temporary options. I mean, like I feel
yeah.
like the team knows that they're not the future.
They're not.
So that's why I would put them lower on the list, and I feel like Kirk Cousins should be all the way up there. I mean, he should be number 2,
I
number
agree.
3.
I agree. I think I put Kirk Cousins way too low.
At number 9? Are you kidding me? Kirk Cousins.
Well, I guess they're not going to get rid of him if they go like 9 and
How
7
much did he get paid?
Too much.
80 million, I think. 84.
That's in guarantees. I think he got like.
All I know is that at one point he had the highest. Does he still have the highest guaranteed price
so.
in the NFL?
Yeah.
That's still insane to
I
me
thought that
because
was injury low.
when he gets any sort of pressure on him, he throws that ball up like it's nothing. So
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is in such jeopardy. Like I could see him maybe having another bad year and then they start him again. But like,
Yeah.
he is in such.
The problem is Minnesota's draft pick isn't high, so they're really not going to be able to draft a quarterback.
Eagles are drafting Josh Jacobs.
No, I don't think we are.
I think we're drafting Josh.
I think the
Jacobs.
Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to take
Okay, wait.
the way that we have drafted in
We'll
the last.
get to
I would
that-
say
we'll get to that in
2
a minute.
draft.
We'll get to that in a minute. I do want to
Fine.
talk about 2 more players on the list, and we'll start with Derek Carr. I think that's an obvious candidate for possible
He's a cock hand.
losing job.
We'll just let Antonio Brown play.
Yeah, I don't know what I
How do
just
you
said.
have
Might as
Antonio
well.
Brown and Williams, Tyrell Williams, who they just got, and you don't perform? That's not good.
I feel like the Raiders are onto something though. I think Derek Carr is a perfect short-term solution for them to build the team around.
He's
and
not
then
meant
they
to be a
gotta work.
short-term
Now,
solution.
I really wanted
That's
to
not
put,
what he's there for.
I really wanted to put Baker Mayfield on the list.
No.
Oh, no,
he's a
no.
rookie.
I would agree with that. I'm agreeing
I
with
would
that.
like to agree
I'm
with
agreeing
that.
with that.
I would like to agree with that.
I'm
Second-year
agreeing.
player, and if he
Hold
does not perform next year,
When you
the
have-
Browns have it.
When
The
you have
Browns have it
Jarvis,
right now.
when you have Jarvis Landry and OBJ, and then you have Nick Chubb in the backfield, and
Kareem
you
Hunt by
even
week
Kareem
8.
Hunt's coming back. How can you tell me that he's not about to perform? He needs to perform because Cleveland is like the most
Yeah,
loved
I
team because
wanted
we
to
all
put
want to
him
see
on
them
the
win.
I agree. I agree that he has pressure, but one thing for sure, all these guys on these lists have potential to lose their jobs. While Baker Mayfield, I feel like he can have a bad year,
Nope.
and he won't lose. You're telling me if he has a bad year this year, he will lose his
Oh
job?
no.
I'm not going to say he's going to lose his job. I'm just going to say his reputation's
But
going to be
that's why I'm
ruined.
saying all these guys on these lists, Eli Manning.
Let's just say if Baker Mayfield becomes a Browns quarterback, that will not work out.
I'm going to give you my hot take of the day. I would like to say I think Eli Manning was better than his brother.
What are you talking about?
This is
When?
a joke, right?
No.
What are you talking
Which
about?
brother? Which
What
brother?
are you-
Peyton.
All right.
I feel
No,
like
listen to what I'm saying
I
for
feel
me.
like Thomas says a lot of smart things,
No.
but then he said
No.
goes out and
No,
says that.
listen to what I'm saying. You actually need to listen to what I'm saying. Giants beat Tom Brady, I would say, in his prime.
Congrats.
Like his big prime, twice. And you know I do not like to give New York any sort of credit because I am not a fan of the
I was
Giants
rooting for New York.
whatsoever. No, I'm this is what I'm saying. Peyton Manning, his defense won him for him 1 year, and he won the other one.
Uh-huh.
Eli Manning is the better brother.
What are you talking about?
Okay, we're not even gonna talk
Yeah,
about
just
this.
skip
We're
this.
gonna
Just
move
skip
on.
it. Just get out of here.
One more player, Eli Manning. I don't even see why he's on the team anymore.
Yeah, why
we're
is
not
he-
even. Yeah, we're not even gonna.
We're just gonna trade.
All right,
Saquon
we're
now.
gonna move on. So that's the first ever list, or whatever. We'll come up
Top
with a name.
10. It's not a list.
But we might have top 5 next week.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Okay, then we can
We'll
call
come up
top
with
5.
a name.
I like the top five.
Say that again, Bradley.
I like the top
Top
five.
5's better, then you don't have to argue with 10.
All right, we'll come up with a name for that. But I wanna get. I know. Let's talk about the NFL draft real quick. And I know we've talked about this a lot as of lately, and we're gonna continue talking about it a lot. But we're just gonna go through like teams. Let's talk about the Jets. Why not? Because
Okay.
we have Bradley on the show. Bradley,
Yeah.
who do you what position do you want to see the Jets?
I want a D end.
A
You want a
DN.
DN.
But you already have Leonard Williams. I would.
I want another one.
They need Josh Allen. They're gonna draft Josh Allen. They better draft.
What about a kicker?
In the first round.
Oh! You're talking about my first
This is
round
not
draft.
Sebastian
We're talking
Janikowski.
first round draft pick.
I think I'm talking about the first year that we're not taking a quarterback. It's fair. That's definitely not happening. We're not drafting another quarterback in the first round.
Okay.
If the Jets take a kicker with the 3rd overall pick,
Oh. Yeah,
That will be
I would sell
bigger
my
than
soul.
the butt fumble. No, that is a butt fumble.
That is, yes. That is a butt fumble at that point.
How embarrassed were you when you saw
Bradley is tearing up right now that I said butt fumble. I just.
But what is it? 7 years old coming this fall. Almost 7 years old. I still haven't gotten over it, and I blame him for the decline in our franchise.
Yeah, you guys. The
Listen,
only thing
Mark
you guys are
Sanchez-
good for now
Mark
is
Sanchez took
memes.
y'all to 2 AFC championships. Okay.
I would also
You
like
know,
to say
Mark
the
Sanchez-
only thing the Jets are good for right now until they prove me different is memes. So,
Okay, so Josh Allen,
Wait, no,
the
time
line.
out,
I
time
want to make this clear.
what,
Josh
no,
Allen.
what was the one that I just saw?
What?
It was of Le'Veon Bell, and it was like, the only reason I'm going here is so that I can sit out and still look like the best player on the team.
Oh, all right. Josh Allen. I want to make this clear. The linebacker. He is unbelievable.
Mhm.
I guess.
How would the Jets do?
Honestly, I haven't really watched his highlights. I watched some of the games he played, but the Jets don't really have a defense.
No, I definitely have to disagree.
What if the Jets get Nick Bosa?
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
I don't think he's gonna. I think somebody's gonna pick him second.
If he falls to 3,
They're picking him.
Do you think
Definitely.
he can carry the brother legacy?
I think no. It's a family legacy. I mean, the dad.
Okay.
played-
Joey
I guess
Bosa's
that's fair.
better.
I guess that's fair.
Joey Bosa's pretty good. Joey Bosa's
Wait, hold
pretty
up.
good.
So what are you suggesting San Francisco will get?
Maybe they take
Well,
Allen with 2.
Can I add in that the Jets are looking to trade down? It's open
Yeah,
to
They
trade
did say
down.
that their
were
pick
open
is
to trading
open,
their
yeah.
pick,
Maybe the Eagles will trade.
Okay, yeah,
What are we
okay.
gonna do? We already have stacked defense. Okay.
Maybe we'll just take the Giants quarterback.
Masked. You just got
That
finessed,
will-
Giants.
That will be the best Howie Roseman thing ever. Okay, but I don't think that's happening. All right,
No,
obviously we're going to talk about the Eagles draft pick. I don't see a better option than a running back, and that is Josh Jacobs. I see him in green next year.
We're not drafting Josh.
What green?
If he's still there,
Eagles green.
the
or
last,
Jets green.
the last
Stop with the
two,
Jets.
the last two, like drafts for the Eagles. It seems like Jeffrey Lurie likes to go by the best available player.
I like Goddard was a steal.
No, I agree with this, but what I'm saying is they normally they don't draft up to get picks,
not
other than for the Goddard pick. But that was just so that we could go on the stage and have David Akers yelling at Cowboys
was
fans
so
about how we got a player named Dallas, because that's who. Did you know that that's who Dallas wanted? They wanted Dallas
well, yeah,
Goddard.
they
don't have a tight end.
So we traded up, and then, but normally we don't trade up. So in the last two drafts, the Eagles have basically picked by the best available player at that position. So if Josh Jacobs is there, I don't know if I'm going to be able to say that we'll pick him if there's a better player, because we seem to go off the best available player. But I would like to see him because running back is a need.
Are you telling me Derek Barnett was the best available player at 16?
No, he wasn't. He was definitely not.
He was the best
he's the
fit
second
for this
round
team.
pick at the time. He was
Yeah.
a second round prospect. I think now he's an excellent player.
Yeah, so do I.
Just needs to work on that
Not at
injury.
the time.
Okay.
He's hurt. He was hurt.
We're all right. So now we talked about the Eagles and Jets drafting. Just to get that out of the way. I want to talk about the new rule the NFL just added.
I love
mean,
that. Yes.
that is an unbelievable rule.
Amazing.
I couldn't believe
Absolutely
that.
amazing.
They just didn't want Saints fans to
Wait,
start marching to the.
Bradley, tell us what the rule was.
All right, so I mean, which are we talking about? Pass interference?
Yes.
Yeah, how the pass interference is.
All right, what that it's reviewable now, or
You can
it's
challenge
yeah,
it.
you could challenge and it's not. What is it? What
Dallas Goddard would have won that Dallas game.
That's
We-
exactly.
Oh
right.
yeah.
No.
See-
if you want to reverse,
You guys forget that we scored on that drive.
But the timing would have just.
You're telling me that Dallas would have just gone on the field like they did in overtime and the drive before. And
I still
just
think
won the
there's
game.
multiple games in the NFL. You could look at the Cowboys game. I get what you're saying, though. You could also look at the Saints and Rams game. But what I really do think is that maybe seasons for different teams would have been so very, just so
Obviously,
different. Then the season could have been different.
You would have had a different Super Bowl.
But I think that if we wait, what was I saying?
What I don't agree with though is that why you can't do it in the last 2 minutes of a half, and I don't agree with that. But other than that, it's fine.
I think that PI rule will literally change how the NFL is played. I mean, it is such a big rule that I think that that Saints game That Saints versus Rams. That could have changed. That could have changed the entire Super Bowl.
Yeah, I just said that.
I know. I'm just still trying to comprehend of how big that rule is. And well, what's another rule we're adding?
How the remember when the Eagles tried to change the how Dallas and
on
Minnesota,
Thanksgiving, that was fun.
Dallas and Detroit have to travel away from home on Thanksgiving? That was a dumb rule. Also, I like how the Eagles are trying to get the Kelly Green jerseys back.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, I'm not.
I want the Kelly Greens, but I want it as our color rush.
I'm not a huge fan of the Kelly Greens. Like, they're cool and all, but like everybody's all like, "Oh, we need the Kelly Greens. The Kelly Greens are like the best Eagles uniform." And
I
I'm
hope
like,
Philadelphia
"Oh yeah,
does
cool,
not talk like
Kelly Green."
What was that voice? I
Yeah,
mean, I'm just gonna
don't
take
know.
a moment and.
Listen.
No, I love the Kelly Greens. I'm kind of.
We are officially 5 minutes away from the Phillies opening day. This one.
Hey, let's go. All right. You want to take a moment and talk about the Phillies real quick?
All right, so I just would like to say
Is
before
it
we
sold
start.
out? Do you know?
Yeah, it's officially like it's
Why are
been
you
sold
looking to
out.
go?
Yeah, sure. 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're going right from here. No,
no, my
but
first game's in May. And I'm going to the.
I would just like. Oh, I'm going to one Saturday.
Yeah, I know you said that.
But it's. I would just like to say, would like to start off. I'm sad that we did not get Mike Trout, but who's the other player? Mookie Betts.
We might be getting one of Mookie Betts or Chris Bryant.
Oh wait, but I would
That's
also
who
like to say that this season, Mike Trout's walk-up song for opening day is "Sicko Mode."
Yeah, I saw that.
Um,
Sicko mode.
But
maybe we
I
should be
think
happy we didn't get
the Phillies are set up to do pretty well this season, but I think we're in such a tough division. Like I think people are really looking out. The Mets,
I want to
really
point
think-
out that the Mets aren't going to be good, and everybody's saying they are. I
The
think
Nationals are
Mets-
going to be good though, and so
I think
we're
the
in a tough
Mets-
division.
The
The
Nationals aren't obvious.
the Marlins are the only team that does not scare me at this point.
Atlanta's probably going to have a solid 85 wins. I think the Mets are going to be like a 75 win.
What's your prediction for the Phillies?
Well, I say 95.
World champions.
World
No, I'm
champions.
just kidding.
I
Okay,
think
fine. You heard it here first.
We've got 3 All-Stars.
Philadelphia Phillies are the World Series champions.
I think we're going to lose in the World
Thomas,
Series.
stop with your crazy allegations.
Nope.
That's an honest possibility.
No, it really is that they're winning now.
I think it's more like
When you have the best catcher in baseball, one of the best shortstops in baseball, you could
team.
argue. Well, you have 2 former MVPs. You have
Everybody's sleeping on McCutcheon.
yeah, and I would agree with that. You also have to look at Gene Segura is probably one of the best shortstops in baseball. So
and this has nothing to do with the game of baseball, but I just want to say how clean Bryce Harper's beard looks.
I would also like to say how much Under Armour gear I can get now with Phillies stuff on it. Okay, I would also like to say how much how much Under Armour gear I can get on Amazon that's Phillies colored now.
Okay.
All right, so
we're going
guys,
to talk about the suffering Sixers.
oh dear God,
They are the
trash.
the most inconsistent team I have ever watched.
Okay, so
in my
since the
entire life.
All-Star break, the Sixers are dead last in the NBA in bench scoring.
I'm not. Why are you surprised?
No,
I'm actually surprised.
we gave
That's
up.
how I
We
feel.
already
We
had
gave
this
up
debate
so
last
much
week.
stuff. We
I'd
gave up-
rather a better bench
We gave
and a better
okay,
starting lineup.
Connor. We're not getting into that again. We just so we just traded. We traded away probably Landry Shamet, who was an amazing.
Best
The
rookie.
Clippers just made the playoffs, and Landry Shamet helped them.
Landry Shamet is better than Luka Doncic.
You would like to say that here?
No.
He's not.
Okay, I was just about to say, but I would also like it annoys me because we traded for Boban, Mike Scott, and Tobias Harris.
haven't done
Tobias Harris is
Tobias has.
as much as I love Boban, Tobias Harris is the only one who's really producing right now, and we traded for Mike Scott and Boban.
Okay. I have to say that none of that's the problem of why the Sixers are suffering.
Yeah, I agree.
The bench is not the problem.
Are you gonna say Brett Brown?
I've said Brett Brown.
Did
like
you just say
70 times.
Did you just say that
He's
the bench
part of
is not the problem?
Everything's part of the
The
problem.
bench is not the problem.
Of course,
Oh,
the
dear
bench is
God.
part of the problem. But the problem is with the Sixers is they don't have that discipline that other teams have. We can never ever close out games. We can't beat bad teams.
I would
And
just
we
like
see
to say Markel Fultz looked better than the Sixers on when we played
I'm
the
really
Magic.
mad that
Markel
we didn't
Fultz
get
sitting on the but there was no need. Like I agree with what they did. Jonathan Simmons has done nothing. The Markel Fultz trade was a non-factor at this point.
Yes, it was because we get a decent first round pick and we have a really high second round pick. that people are forgetting about that
I-
we've also gotten.
I cannot stress about how undisciplined the Sixers are. I mean, they have so many problems.
I
with-
wouldn't say we're not disciplined.
Embiid turns the ball over too
Joel
much.
Embiid isn't disciplined. I'd say Ben Simmons isn't disciplined. Jimmy Butler, I've already said, is the reason we win games. Because he's
Embiid-
the only one who is disciplined.
Embiid's problem last year is starting to catch up to him this year again.
And-
He's turning the ball over.
Yeah, he's dribbling too much, and you wonder why Jimmy Butler hates young teams. It's the Timberwolves weren't
Joel Embiid-
disciplined.
Joel
We're not
Embiid is a
disciplined.
6'1" guy in a 7'2" guy's body, and
But he
that
can't
just
dribble.
doesn't work.
We
That
are,
just
we are possibly the second super team in the NBA.
We
not
are.
the way
we should be.
We should be.
What is
Should
the
be.
difference? What is the difference that we're doing from what the Warriors have been doing for years?
Steve Kerr.
Okay, you can say Steve Kerr, but like, also, you have a bunch of egos on the Warriors. I mean, you have Kevin Durant. You have.
It's not about suppressing egos.
Okay, you're right. You're right. That's not a problem we've seen, but they're disciplined. They can finish games. Why can't we? And I'm not talking about now. I'm
We
talking
don't
about.
have Kevin Durant.
I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about like when Kevin Durant first came on the team. Like
2017.
how are they able to click so quickly and we can't? Like what's the difference besides Steve Kerr?
Because they're bros. They like each other.
Our team likes each other.
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't know about that.
I don't think that there's a problem with our team. Like I just think honestly, Embiid, we have too many egos on this team, and Golden State was able to fix that.
So does
And
Golden
no.
How has Golden State been
No,
able to fix that
okay.
when Draymond
No,
and
no,
Kevin
no,
Durant
no.
are fighting?
Listen to what I'm
DeMarcus
saying.
Cousins is insane.
I don't know if the egos are the problem. I just think there's too many injuries on that team. The team has never clicked yet because people are so fastly moving in and
The
out of
Sixers
the
or the
lineup.
Warriors?
Sixers.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Everybody's
Warriors
injured
are quick
all
to
the
find.
time, so you're never actually playing with your correct starting lineup, so the
I've already
chemistry is
seen
not there.
The Sixers' Big Four has only played together, I think, what is it, 11 times, 10 times?
I think it's 13.
Oh,
now.
and I wanna take. This is kind of off topic, but I can say this because Kyle's not here. T.J. McConnell is awful. I mean, he has been awful.
I still
Shake
think-
Milton. I need Shake Milton.
I still think that they're gonna bring TJ back next season. He's a Philly favorite. And he'll come back too
But
because he
that's what
loves Philly.
that's what Philly does. They
I'm
favor
okay with that.
they
I mean,
favor emotions
Wayne Simmons.
over they
Look
favor
at Wayne
business.
Simmons. Look at
TJ
the Michael
Mike,
Bridges
if we
trade.
get
They were
Wayne
freaking
Simmons
out.
back,
Okay,
if
let's.
Wayne Simmons comes
ahead,
back,
go ahead.
that'll be the biggest steal of the trade.
Bradley, go ahead.
Wayne Simmons. All right. Well, TJ, in that one game, 2 or 3 games ago, he's the only player on the bench to score points.
And
But that
James
was also
Ennis.
It was James Ennis,
Like
yeah.
couple games
Okay.
ago.
So that's a problem if you have one player on your bench that's scoring.
Yeah, that's
14 points in
bench,
all in
our
one
bench
person.
is our bench is disgusting, and I feel like
Not in a good way.
one of the problem. I think if we kept, and this is how big
I miss
this
Marco.
impact was. Marco
Bellinelli.
Marco Bellinelli.
We need him back. Right?
God.
If we kept him and didn't try to go after LeBron,
Game over.
if we kept Marco Bellinelli, I think we would be an entirely different team.
Marco and Irsan was
Look, no, Marco was not there for us in the playoffs.
I agree.
Versus nobody was there.
But I feel like
Nobody was there for us in the
impact now.
playoffs, other
I
than
think
the Celtics game when we dropped the confetti.
He did fine against
I feel like we would feel Marco's impact now. Oh wait, and didn't he score that game winner?
It was not a game winner he done. They put the
yeah,
confetti
we're
down,
not
and
gonna
then we
talk about
lost.
That confetti.
I'm gonna
get
cry.
outta here.
Yeah, that confetti was bad.
TJ was the only one who pretty much won us that one game
Yeah,
versus
that's
the.
true. But I like Shake Milton better.
I haven't seen enough of him to be completely like.
Is Shake Milton Connor's version of T.J. McConnell?
No, he shouldn't be a starter. I'm saying he's a solid backup point guard that at least scored.
I
double
think
digits.
Zaire looked good
Zaire
in
had
the
a good
2
shot.
minutes that we saw him.
6 minutes, 3 points. Good job.
But
My guy Zaire. He's not
I
gonna
wouldn't
play.
have traded
Mike
Michael Bridges
L.
for it.
No, he's honestly not doing that
We-
good
we
in
should've-
Phoenix. Nobody's doing good in Phoenix except for
Phoenix?
Devin Booker.
What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
Booker, yeah.
Except that's what I just said.
50,
Stop
59,
screaming.
Guys, we should have shut down Zaire Smith, so then next year he can come back and win a Rookie of the Year.
Right. We should have done that.
Ben Simmons.
we all know who's gonna win Rookie of the Year this year, right?
Joel Embiid.
Ben
Embiid is the
Simmons.
true rookie.
No. Dario Saric.
Dario.
I
That
miss
was bad.
Dario.
That was bad when it was Dario, Embiid, and who's the other
Brogdon
one?
win?
It was Brogdon.
Brogdon?
We're not going to
No,
bring up the
Brogdon.
subject of Dario Saric. Don has a little soft spot for
Yeah,
him over there.
I used to love Dario Saric.
the homie.
I thought he had the most heart.
Dario.
The way they say JJ Redick at the stadium.
JJ
Redick. Joel Embiid.
Alright, guys, this is getting weird.
You think?
Just so you know, we play the Nets. We're gonna get destroyed, and it's
We're playing the Nets
tonight,
which is Thursday. Want to make that clear?
We're gonna die. We're gonna get destroyed. And
We're 2-1 on the season, and there are possible or most likely playoff matchup at this point.
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
get to go to both arenas because.
And what are they?
Yeah.
What are they? 50? Like 50 average on their record?
Yeah,
They're 500?
because they're 38 and 37 right now.
The Nets. I'm not scared of the Nets.
I am.
I'm
very scared.
They're like our
I'm not scared,
kryptonite.
But as of lately, of how the Sixers have been playing, I am now starting to be scared of the Nets.
Man,
because
I'm
you won
scared
one,
of Detroit. I don't want to play Detroit.
Blake Griffin.
I'd rather play Orlando.
Yeah, I
We
do
get,
not
like,
need
the
to
one-
see Embiid getting
Didn't we
dunked
just get
on by
crushed by
Blake
Orlando?
Griffin 14 times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you
I'd rather see Miami or like maybe even Charlotte. if
also
they get
lost to Miami.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's-
This is
Oh no.
the Sixers are having a really bad stretch, and if they don't fix it, we're not getting past.
This is
the first
exactly
round.
what happened.
we're gonna
after
end up.
We beat the
No,
Warriors.
we're gonna end up in the 5 seed.
No, we're not.
No,
Thomas,
no.
stop talking.
No,
What are we at now?
If we keep losing the way we are, yeah, we're at 3.
We're gonna end 3.
Aaron Nola just struck out the first batter.
Nice.
I think Yankees
Thank
are
you.
winning. Oh, sorry, I'm a Yankees fan as well. I would like to throw that in.
Okay,
Yankees.
I'm going.
What are
Sorry.
you talking
I mean,
about? You said Yankees.
Okay,
So you're everything New York except for
Basketball.
basketball.
Oh, and Florida hockey, but we're not.
Yeah, I mean, I would not want to be a fan
Florida
of the
Panthers.
Knicks either. So
Yes, sir.
wait, Bradley, do you have an explanation to all this scramble around the world?
So I was
in New York. It's
I
not
was
right.
born in Florida, so and I really got into hockey there. That's where I fell in love with
So
hockey.
you're a Panthers fan?
Yeah, so
Okay.
my parents are from New York. My dad lived on Long Island, so he's a Jets fan. You know, he was born like near the Super Bowl, where they won with Joe Namath, and
Right.
then Yankees. You know, everyone loves the Yankees in New York, and the Mets.
I know,
My
like,
dad is from Ireland and my mom is from Michigan, and I like no Michigan teams. So
My mom could care less about sports.
What about
other than Edon doing
what
this
about the
podcast,
Wolverines? You a Wolverines fan? College.
that's who my mom loves. It's her team.
Nah, it's not surprising.
Okay. Well, we got off topic there, but bottom line, Sixers need to fix
Not lose in
fix
the
their
first
stuff right now. But I want to move on to March Madness because that's starting back up. And
Nobody's talking about that. Like
It
nobody is talking about
it's been
it.
so much fun to watch.
Not really. This
What do you
has been
mean?
one of
Just
the
because there was
most
like a
boring-
3-day gap in
Taco
lost
This
interest?
has
Falls?
been one of the most boring
Taco
March Madness in
Falls?
recent
I'm talking
memory.
about that Duke game.
Are you talking about an
You wanna know
overtime
what makes
game
me
of
sad?
scoring?
You want to know what makes me sad? That Taco Falls is never going to go to the NBA. He's not going to be the next Boban.
I think he'll go to the NBA.
No, he's not. He wants to become a doctor.
Good
What?
man.
Yes.
Good
My
man.
boy wants to become a doctor.
Yeah, you're laying in the bed and you're like looking up 17 feet.
Why?
They're going to have to make the hospital 3 times longer.
Wait, why is he playing college basketball for a good team?
Because he's 7'6".
Okay,
If he doesn't want to do that,
but maybe it's gonna give him a good reputation in the doctor field. I don't know.
Okay.
But that I want to talk about that Duke game for a second.
Yeah.
it's great.
It was a good game.
First of all, I want to make this clear. My bracket is
Garbage.
I mean, it's
I had a perfect bracket up into the Villanova.
I'm at a 98% with my bracket. Not to brag.
Which so you got like 4 wrong.
Yeah.
Which one did you get?
I
Um,
lost
I picked
within-
some upsets, and they were not
There
upsets.
hasn't been any.
No, I know. So
My bracket was lost within like the second game.
Oh,
When-
first
when
game.
I picked
Louisville.
When
Come on,
I,
I'm
when
not
I
talking
picked
about that.
Minnesota to lose, I just like
Oof.
I don't know.
Yeah, Louisville should have won.
But at least I have Duke winning, which I still think they will.
Duke is gonna win. There's not even any competition.
Okay,
anymore.
all right. If we're gonna talk about Duke, I want to
UCF
talk
was
about Zion.
competition.
I want people to stop
30
saying Zion will be a bust. He will not be a bust.
Nobody's saying he's gonna
32
be a
points.
bust. Everybody
You
was.
said that.
I was joking.
32 points.
No, you weren't.
for Zion.
Yeah. And what? 3 for 7 from the 3 line? Big man. He can shoot.
Kind of.
He is the next LeBron James.
just
Mark my
shut your
word.
mouth.
I said that right
Oh my
here.
God.
Zion Williamson is the
Zidane.
next big thing.
My name's
Maybe he's
Zidane.
the next-
I will go
I
as
think-
far as saying he's the next Joel Embiid, but that's about it.
My name is Zidane. I think.
I see one good college player for 1 year, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, he's the next LeBron James.
Wait, we are talking
I do
about
not agree.
Zion.
Soon we're not going to have that 1 year anymore.
Okay,
Just
but it's
Is that who we're talking about?
from
Yeah.
high school.
Oh wait, my name's Zidane. because a guy can dunk athletically and can kind of shoot, he's LeBron James.
That is honestly what you're saying.
I also
50%.
think that
field
Ben
goals.
Simmons is a power forward and that Carson Wentz is a tight end.
First of all, I sound nothing like that.
Yeah, we're
Second
making
of
fun
all-
of you, Edon.
Welcome to my podcast.
Ooh.
Welcome to the Zion Williamson show.
I want to defend Edon. He built up the Instagram page from nothing.
I did build the Instagram page.
From the ground by following people and unfollowing.
That's a
It's
story for
fancy
another time.
strategy, and no one can
Which
comment
team
on
are you on?
Yeah.
I'm on the anti-Zion Williamson.
All right, guys, this was an awesome podcast.
Is it over
Are
Are
already?
we gonna pick who wins tonight?
We are gonna pick who wins tonight.
We have to.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gonzaga, Virginia, Michigan.
I picked Brooklyn.
What?
The Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn.
Oh, I was talking about the Nets.
No, I know what we're talking about. Brooklyn will still win. Jared
who's the,
Allen.
who's the other 2 seed playing?
You.
No, it's Gonzaga and Florida State. Gonzaga's gonna win. It's Virginia and Oregon. Virginia's gonna destroy Oregon, and then it's Texas Tech and Tennessee. That's the other one. I
Yeah.
picked Tennessee.
Oh yeah. No, that's gonna be a good game.
What, the Final Four?
No, this is tonight.
Wait, what?
Gonzaga's gonna make.
How is it the Final Four, Bradley? You just
No,
named
I
off
thought
6
they were
players.
giving. Yeah, but Tennessee's not playing. They're playing tonight. Are you saying that's the winner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Tennessee. Yeah, I got you.
The Final
Okay.
Four is gonna be pretty
Let's
easy.
do hot takes. Let's just do one hot take per person.
Go ahead, Edon.
And I'm gonna start. My hot take for this week is the Sixers will lose every single game this week.
Ouch. That's rough.
Well, I
How
mean,
many
there's
games
only
we play
3
this
days left.
I have no idea. I just think they're so bad right now that I don't.
week? Is he about this week or next week?
I'm talking about like the upcoming week.
Next week.
I think we're losing to the Nets. I think we're losing to whoever we're playing. I just think we're on a cold streak, and I feel like this is going to be motivation for the playoffs.
So what? We can lose in the first round.
Okay, Connor, you take your hot take.
All right, my hot take of the week is the fact that Bryce Harper is going to hit 6 home runs today and break the record.
Wow. Okay, Bradley.
I would also like to go baseball. I want to say Judge breaks a record this year. I don't know what record, but he's going to break a record this year.
Aaron Judge. I have an Aaron Judge.
Okay, and Thomas Malone. Melon.
Andrew McCutcheon in his first at bat just hit a home run.
Let's go!
Okay.
Everybody's
Is that your
sleeping
hot
on him.
take?
No, that's not my hot take.
Okay.
Andrew McCutcheon.
I would-
People are sleeping on him.
So my hot take this week is that, well, I have 2 because I'm the hot take guy here. No, I would. No, I'm just kidding.
And he's already given one today.
I'm gonna say that Conor McGregor has not actually retired. From,
He obviously has. That was a lie.
and
Can't trust
my
him.
other hot take is that. Oh God, this is gonna kill me. I'm gonna get so much backlash for this. The Flyers will make the playoffs.
What are you talking about?
I know.
We
All
have
right.
to win
Okay.
every game.
Connor,
This
Hunter,
season?
Yes.
take
No.
a chill pill
No.
there.
Panthers have a better shot.
We
Okay.
have to win every game and
Guys,
to lose.
We are going to close up this podcast. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Bradley. Can we get Bradley
Yes.
a nice and Andrew McCutcheon?
I do believe we will see Bradley soon. I
Yes.
hope.
Isn't he coming next week?
Not next week. I think 2 weeks.
Kyle's
maybe.
coming back
Yeah, I
next
got
week.
beat next week.
I don't know. We'll see.
Don't worry about it. I'll be back.
Yes, Bradley
I'm going
will
to
be back.
Urban Air tonight.
But thank you guys so much for listening. Be sure to follow
podcast.
Philly
Follow
Sports
us.
Report Nation on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you follow
knows, you might-
Thomas's page, Philly Sports
I forgot about
For
that
epic
one.
gritty wallpapers.
I would.
Yeah.
Oh dear God, I forgot
Okay.
about wallpaper. I would
Yeah.
also like to say that if you follow Edon, you might get a follow back. He might follow you first.
Okay, let's end there. No, thank you guys so much for listening. And of course, fly goes fly. Trust the process, and I'll see you guys next week.
One in the NFL that he is able to perform the way that he has